Good morning, students of Standard 9. I'm here with another video, and this is related to your chapter The Last Leaf, written by O. Henry. I wish to discuss the question answers today of this chapter, but before we go there, I want to do a quick recap. Because recaps are very important. The more recaps we do, the easier it is for us to remember the value points, and the more value points we remember, easier the chances are we may form small sentences without making any grammatical or spelling error, thereby securing full marks. You must be aware that the one line, one sentence, two sentence and three sentence questions consists of 18 questions would be asked. The value of the importance of value points has increased many folds due to that. So the last leaf is written by O. Henry. The name you can see that, and that there is the last leaf that you can see hanging from that fig on the tree. This is a story that involves three characters, three major characters, along with there is another character of doctor, which is a very for a small appearance, a brief appearance of him. The main protagonists are Sue and John C., who were best friends, artists, sharing an apartment together in a third story of a building. And there is one Mr. Berman who stayed in the same building on the ground floor, an old man with a desire of making a masterpiece someday. He too was an artist, an old artist, an unsuccessful artist. More or less he posed as a model to earn money rather than paint, while Sue and John C. were young artists who were coming up, who were struggling to make a mark, and that's how their days were going. It was the month of November, which is autumn. It heralds the arrival of winter. It's a season that arrives just before winter. And if we talk about Europe or America, autumn is at times colder compared to the winter, because winter there is snow, and when there is snow, the radiation of or the supply of cold decreases somehow. But when the chilly winds are blowing and it's raining, the effect of cold is much more deadlier. And same was the case with John C. She had pneumonia. She felt seriously ill. She contracted pneumonia, again a viral infection that affects your lungs. It's a lung disease people have, like corona. Even in pneumonia, it's the lung that is affected. The breathing ability of a person is affected, and if not treated on time, the disease can prove fatal. Difference between corona and pneumonia is there is a vaccine for pneumonia. You have medicines to cure pneumonia. There are preventions, or you can spend life a certain way and you can cure yourself of pneumonia, which we are practicing in case of corona as well to make it relevant. So she became very ill, too fatigued to move, so she lied on her bed, and her pastime was lie there and watch outside the window. Doctor used to visit John C. regularly, and on one such day, once he had inspected John C., he summoned Sue because he had wanted to have a conversation with her. And he wanted to know if there was something that was worrying John C. Sue had no idea about it. The doctor informed Sue that John C. had lost her desire to live, and if the patient loses the desire to live, no medicines work on them. So she has to take interest in things. Sue tried her level best for John C. to do so, but she seemed to be not interested. Once she found John C. counting backwards. On being asked, John C. replied that she was counting the number of leaves that remained on the ivy creeper and the building she could see outside her window. And she informed that if the last leaf falls, I will die with that. Now, Sue was shell-shocked by that. She started crying coming outside. Then she met Mr. Berman had visited them to pose as a model. When Sue told Mr. Berman all about it. Right? Sue told Mr. Berman all about it. What happened after that? Mr. Berman was very upset. How could a sensible girl, a young girl, could think like that? There is no logic. What's the relation between a leaf and a person? And she could not think so irrationally. She said all that and he went out. That night, what Mr. Berman did was climb the wall and paint. The last leaf of the creeper had fallen. It had shedded the very last leaf, but he drew a leaf over there. In the process, got drenched and was hit by cold wind, and he contracted pneumonia himself. When he was an old man, the immunity at the lowest state. It was very difficult for him to survive that. Anyway, next morning when Jhansi saw the leaf didn't fall, she felt very bad about it. She admitted to Sue that she had been a bad girl. She wasn't cooperating with her. She was giving her trouble. Sue already was under pressure of earning for the both of them because Jhansi was ill, and on the other hand, Jhansi wasn't behaving rationally. She was giving her a tough time. So she accepted her fault and decided to have some soup and made up her mind to cure herself. As usual, doctor came for a routine visit, and this time he was very happy to see a change of mindset in Jhansi. He informed Sue that Jhansi is going to recover very soon because she is showing all the right approach towards her disease. But I am afraid Mr. Berman downstairs, he also contracted pneumonia. The janitor, the caretaker of the house, found him on his bed, his clothes completely drenched in cold water, lying semi-consciously on the bed with some paint that was spread all around. And he also informed that Mr. Berman would not make it. He was going to die because of that pneumonia he had contracted getting out in that cold rain in the night. That made Sue very sad. She went to Jhansi and said, Jhansi, can you look at the leaf over there? It's not fluttering with the blowing wind. That's the masterpiece Mr. Berman always wanted to make. Now the question is, how is the leaf a masterpiece? Because it symbolizes a man's sacrifice to save a depressed girl. An art that could save life is definitely a masterpiece. So this is the strange twist at the end. Mr. Berman gave his life, an old man died, so that a young girl lives. Let's move on to the question answers now. Overall theme we have a little bit. You can go through it. This theme is developed throughout the story by emphasizing that Jhansi is placing her dependency on the wrong things in her life. She claims that at the last leaf on the vine dies, she will too. But the rub is that the leaf does die, but Jhansi is too delirious to notice that it has been replaced by a photorealistic painting and gets better away. Her hope and her desire is to live do not come from the leaf, it comes from the neighbor Berman. While Jhansi is not aware of this, she still draws strength from the leaf and in return lives for it. It's a trick, but it keeps her alive. Now the question and answers. First question is, what is Jhansi's illness? Jhansi had pneumonia. What can cure her? The medicine or the willingness to live? She definitely needed proper medication to recover, but medicines don't seem to have any effect if the patient loses the willingness to live. Question number 2. Do you think the feeling of depression Jhansi has is common among teenagers? Yes, it is common, particularly among those teenagers who are struggling with health, career and emotional issues. Not common among regular healthy youngsters. Question number 3. Berman has a dream. What is it? Does it come true? Berman had a dream of painting a masterpiece. It did come true when he drew an ivy leaf on the wall of a building. Jhansi felt it was an actual leaf that was resilient enough to brave bad weather and survive. That gave Jhansi a lot of confidence. and she decided to fight with her illness and recovered. A piece of art that can inspire people and save lives is definitely a masterpiece. Now, the last question of this chapter is, what is Burman's masterpiece? What makes Sue say so? The lifelike painting of an ivy leaf on the wall of a building drawn by Burman was his masterpiece. Sue felt an art that could inspire people to live while the creator sacrifices his life in the process of creating it could not be nothing less than a masterpiece. Well, children, that will be all for this week. Till we meet again next week, goodbye and God bless you.